Therefore, so based on all of this, you died, you were raised, you understand all this. Therefore, you need to do the following. Put to death the parts of you, he says your members, but those parts of you which are on the earth. Those things that are still fleshly, earthly, of the below, right? Those are the three ways the below is referenced as flesh, earth, and below. And the above is spirit, heavenlies, and above. Put to death. Put to death is a pretty strong term. Generally speaking, except for when we're talking the metaphor here or resurrection, things that die, it's over, yes? So when you put to death, it means you've ended something in a permanent way. He's saying you need to end in a permanent way those things that are still part of you that are fleshly, that are earthly. And it gives you an idea of what some of those things are. Whoring, uncleanness, passion, evil desire, greed of gain, which is idolatry. Okay, so whoring, we understand. Uncleanness, we have to understand from the laws of tameh and tahor. Okay, so that's doing things that you know would render you unclean. Passion, we're gonna change that to like the sexual or the lusts, or even lusts after things that aren't sexual, just that lusting after, okay? So it's not just being passionate. I mean, it's good to be passionate about stuff. I think what he's talking about is the passions that are wrongly directed and tend to obsessively get you into all kinds of places you shouldn't be. The lusting after. Some of us lust after money, some lust after sexual things, some lust after food, some lust after, I don't know, whatever it is, okay? So let's understand that's a better translation here for passion. Evil desire. The desire for things that cause harm and ruin and destruction. It doesn't mean necessarily that you desire to cause and have others suffer, but you desire things that you should know will cause harm and ruin and suffering. The greed of gain, which is idolatry. That's that loving money thing, right? Okay, where you are putting that as your idol. All of your attention is about the pursuit of greedy gain. So you put that above and in front of everything. Because of these, the wrath of Elohim is coming upon the sons of disobedience, verse 6, in which you also once walked when you lived in them. Okay, so you once walked this way. All of us, maybe that list doesn't hit everything that you do. Maybe it doesn't hit very much that you do, but you know that that list is not everything. That is of the flesh. But you know what things you struggled with and maybe still struggle with that are of the flesh. And he says, because of these, the wrath of Elohim is coming upon the sons of disobedience. Because when you do these things also go against instructions he gave, so it's disobedient when you do them. Now, he then says, these are things in which you walked when you lived in them, but now you are supposed to have died in them and came out in a newness. So that's where this lived in them part comes in. Remember, he's giving this metaphor of death and resurrection. He says, just remember now, you did all these things and they're supposed to be dead. Don't bring life back into them. Don't breathe life back into them.